What is up, everybody? Welcome back. We're here with the Powerpuff Girls, Glass, Chris, and Larissa. We are going to continue in lesson 55. We're already all the way up to 55. I have to apologize already because my neighbor's gate just broke. And they are pounding, and you can't. It's Palmas. It's a dangerous city. It's a big city, big dangerous city. So you can't leave your gate not shut. So they're working on his gate. So and it's right there, right below me. So it's kind of there's some saw and every once in a while they're hammering and all kinds of stuff. So I'm sorry about that.
They broke your gate?
Not mine. I don't know. I think it's just with time. I don't know if somebody broke it, or if it just broke by itself, you know.
Okay.
But you'll hear some hammering, you'll hear some saws and that kind of stuff. And I'm sorry about that. There's nothing I can do. It was quiet all day. And then as soon as I have to teach, then all of a sudden it's noisy. So what can you do?
Okay.
All right. Chris.
Yeah.
Ask Glass, você poderia esperar para mim?
Você poderia esperar para vir, é isso?
Não, me esperar. Você poderia me esperar?
Okay. Class, could you wait me to go?
For me, amiga.
Good, good.
For me?
Class.
Okay.
Good. Why? Why for me?
Just because. Porque eu sou bem
because Deus quis.
Exatamente.
Okay, no, because this is one of those verbs. So we have some verbs like give, right? Give, vou te dar carro. Right? So vou te dar carro ou vou dar carro para você. Right? So you can use either one. I'm
gonna give you
good.
A car.
Good. Or I'm going to give a car to you. So you can
Okay.
do it either way. Now,
Okay.
there are some verbs that in English you can do that. I'm going to buy you a Pepsi because Coke sucks. I'm going to buy you a Pepsi, right? But you can't say, I mean, some people do, but you're not supposed to say in Portuguese, eu vou te comprar Pepsi, right? Eu vou comprar Pepsi para você. So
Tá. Vou comprar okay.
Sometimes there are verbs that in English we can use te, comprar, te, dar, te, or whatever, right? Okay. And then in the other language, we can't. So in Portuguese, or I can say, I'm going to buy a Pepsi for you. So I can use either one, but in Portuguese, I have to say, vou comprar a coisa. Oh. Vou comprar a coisa para você. Right? Okay. So we can't say in correct Portuguese, we can't say, eu vou te comprar uma Coca. Or vou te comprar Pepsi,
Sim.
okay? And the same thing in the opposite way. Sometimes in Portuguese, we can say that, and we can't in English, okay? So sometimes we can say, and I can't remember the example now, but there are some times where we can't say buy you, give you, and there are some times that we can in Portuguese, we can in English. So this is one of those times where in English, we can say, we can't say to wait for, okay? So so if we look at, that's my example. So in Portuguese, we can say, vou te esperar, okay? Ou eu vou esperar por você. But in English, we cannot say, I'm going to wait you. To wait you doesn't exist. There is a verb await, but it is super formal. Super formal. We're talking Bible formal, Shakespeare formal. Okay, so We can't say I'm going to wait you. We have to say I'm going to wait for you. We have to have, and it's just one of those things. Sometimes you can do it both. You can do both ways in both languages. Sometimes you can in English, you can't in Portuguese, and sometimes you can in Portuguese and you can't in English. It's just one of those, what we call quirky. Have you heard that word? That's a really good word, actually. Quirky. Glacis is kind of quirky.
O quê? Qualquer coisa ruim.
Não, quirky é tipo, tem manias, manias bonitinhas, sabe? É quirky.
Me dá um exemplo, não, manias bonitinhas.
Ok.
Não, mas
The preposition with the verb wait is always for? Wait for
Yes.
someone. Wait
Yes.
for something. Wait for somebody. Okay.
And if we throw that into the test, what's my test for if we use for or if we use to? Oh, don't do that, Glassy. You know the test.
Não sei.
What
No.
is the
Sim, for.
for, right? No, but what's okay? Yeah, that's the by. That the by is for instead of to. But remember the test. Larissa, do you remember the test for if we use for or if we use to?
É por você ou
Correct.
So
For
when do we
is somebody will be benefited.
Two is a
will be benefited? Okay, good.
Isso,
So
por
someone will be benefited, right?
and two is
movimento.
Movement.
okay.
Okay, in general. So remember, prepositions are still crazy. Nothing has changed there. But if you guess most of the time that to is going to be a movement and for is going to be where we can say por or a favor in Portuguese, you're going to get it right. So if we plug into that, for example, the example of buy for or buy to, why is it buy for? Why can't I say I'm going to buy a present to Chris?
Okay.
Why not?
Porque você não é pão duro e compra
Não,
sempre.
porque você não pode dizer isso, porque você está comprando um presente para eu usar, para mim.
Good.
Então é for, ok? Não é to, ok?
And I'm not, when I buy it, I'm not giving it to you, right? Because my old example is I buy a present for Glassy and then I decide to keep it, right? So I bought it for her, but then I was like, you know what? This is a nice present. I'm going to keep it. So I bought it for her, but I didn't give it to her. So when we use the verb give, we use to because it has that movement. When I buy something, it doesn't have that movement yet. So that's why we use buy for and not buy to. We never say, I'm going to buy this to you. Now we can do give for. If, for example, I give a present to Chris for glass, ou seja, que Glassy me pediu para dar presente para Chris, que ela mora longe no meio do mato em Curitiba. Então,
eu, né, professor? Eu.
Yes, Curitiba.
Give me another sentence with to, wait to. I was thinking, but
with wait?
To wait. I have
this happens with me with Brazilians all the time.
I have been waiting for glass for you.
This happens with Brazilians all the time with me.
I've
been waiting for you for a half hour.
Okay.
Não comigo, porque eu sou pontual.
Okay.
Sure.
And with to, preposition to.
Yeah, but we don't use to with wait.
Okay. When I use
okay.
word.
So sorry, let me just interject one thing, and that is that we don't use to as a preposition, but we can use to if it's part of the infinitive of a verb. I've been waiting to use the bathroom. So it's not a preposition, but it is a verb, right? It's a verb in the infinitive.
Okay. I don't like to wait
Verb, exactly.
Okay.
I don't like to wait. So that's not a question of to or for because
Ok,
it's not a
entendi.
preposition.
Verbo no infinitivo,
It's,
entendi.
exactly.
Ok.
So I don't want to say that you never use to, but you don't use it as a preposition. You can use it as part of the infinitive of the verb.
Ok.
Sim.
Ok, Willy.
All righty.
Already.
Como uma Pepsi? Se é refri.
Então, professor, eu estou tentando te informar, mas você lê, tipo assim, 10 minutos depois, né? É uma Pepsi,
Well,
não é
eu
um
não posso
Pepsi.
ler enquanto estou, mas é um refri.
Eu quero uma Pepsi. É assim que a
Mas
gente fala, mas já que você quer
fala
tornar
uma refri?
é isso.
Você
Não,
fala, eu
não é
quero uma
uma
refri?
É um refri, mas é uma Pepsi. Pergunte para o pessoal. Pergunte para os universitários.
Não, mas explique por quê. Não faz sentido para mim ser um refri.
Não, professor...
Um refri é na gíria. Pera, deixa eu falar para ele. Ó, seguinte. É refrigerante. Em inglês, soda. Ok? Soda.
Soda, yeah. Não
Ok,
soda, but soda.
Ok, soda. Então, às vezes, é assim, a molecada, quando chega, ela fala, me dá um refrigerante. Eles cortam a palavra, fica só refri. Mas é a molecada que fala assim, me dá um refri aí, vamos tomar um refri?
Mas
Você
deveria
pode falar,
ser
todo
uma
mundo
refrigerante?
entende. Mas não é correto, é tipo uma gíria, né? Você corta
Não, mas
a
eu sei,
palavra.
mas então é uma refrigerante. É isso que está
É
dizendo?
um refrigerante. O refrigerante, é masculino a palavra. A palavra é masculina, ok?
E Pepsi não é refrigerante?
Professor, aceite.
Mas eu quero uma Pepsi,
Mas
não um Pepsi.
das que eu não entendo. Por que é uma Pepsi?
Ele está...
Também não sei. Também
É
não
a
sei. Eu
marca
quero
do
uma Coca.
Tem que aceitar.
Vamos deixar a Larissa
Peraí,
que
ó.
nunca
Eu quero um
não tem falado
Guaraná.
nada.
Eu quero um Guaraná. Eu quero uma Pepsi.
Não.
Eu quero uma
Guaraná
Coca.
e uma Pepsi. Guaraná termina com A, pelo amor de Deus.
Então, tem que aceitar, Willy. Tem que aceitar, igual em inglês. Eu quero um Guaraná.
Glaci, eu vou tocar. Cada
Pepsi.
vez que você reclama do inglês, eu vou tocar
Eu
essa
quero
conversa
uma
aqui para
Coca.
você.
Eu quero uma Fanta.
Eu não te corrijo mais, professor. Eu só estou evitando que você passe vergonha, porque um Pepsi...
Tem que acreditar. Willy,
É bonitinho.
Pode acreditar na gente. Pode acreditar.
Larissa, o que você ia falar? Não saiu?
Não, Trícia, eu estava comentando a marca do refrigerante, né? Do nome, né? Pepsi, Coca, e aí a gente atribui a isso e fica essa bagunça aí.
E daí fica
Então,
Deus
Deus
quis
calma,
assim.
seja
uma
um...
Guaraná, então uma Guaraná Antártica, porque é a marca.
Não, um Guaraná Antártica. Aceita, Willy.
All
Aceita.
right. Na verdade, sabe a coisa engraçada? Essa foi a primeira vez que eu usei Pepsi. Eu sempre usava Coca. Agora eu vou voltar para Coca, porque não aguento.
Professor, nada escapa. Eu não deixo escapar nada, tá bom? Já vou te avisar.
All right, here we go. Glass, agora vai responder 10 vezes. Glass.
Não.
Eu posso esperar sim, mas não posso esperar tempo demais.
I can wait. Yes, no. I can wait, but I can't wait. Ódio. Alguma coisa long, né? Certeza, mas não me lembro direito.
What do we use for demais?
Much long. No. Too much. No, too long. No.
Yes.
Too long. Tá
Yeah,
escrito?
so se lembra, too much or too many quando é substantivo. Agora você está falando de adjetivo de tempo demais, right? Então, está descrevendo quanto tempo demais. Então, too long.
Não existe
Too
too much.
Existe too much time. Yeah, existe too much time. Mas too long, se lembra, é a mesma coisa quando falamos de how long or how much time.
Lembra.
Long serve para todas as situações. Então, é melhor sempre usar long, mas how much time, I don't have too much time, também pode ser.
Como fica, então?
So, exactly what you said. I can wait, but I can't wait too long or I can't wait too much time.
Not longer, que é o que eu já escutei antes também, não?
Yeah, longer, I can't wait longer significa não posso esperar mais tempo, não. Então, chega, não posso esperar mais. I can't wait any longer.
Any longer.
Yeah, so you probably heard this. There are a lot of songs that have any longer.
Probably. Eu achei uma song
Oh, come on.
depois eu falo.
What?
I can't
Oh,
wait.
the gorgeous. That
Eu
gorgeous.
achei com uma com gordo. Não, eu já escutava antes, daí eu fui ver.
A frase não era I can't wait you any longer.
Não, não pode. Se lembra? É esperar. Não
wait
pode ser
for
wait you. Wait for you.
I can't wait for you any longer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mas essa não foi a frase que nós tivemos agora. Essa é outra frase que ela colocou, right? Porque
Sim,
não
você está
foi.
explicando o que é no longer.
Não,
Acabou, já não
I
sou
wasn't,
mais.
but I can now. No longer.
Ok.
É a mesma coisa. I can't. I no longer. Seria mais formal. I no longer can wait.
não, ou quando você vai responder, não tenho tempo, é no longer, dá para responder só no longer? Não.
Well, if somebody says, how much longer can you wait? Right? If someone says
Aí,
longer,
no
then
longer.
then no longer, right? Por quê?
Essa
Porque
daqui,
daí
então,
é
claro.
incompleta. É uma frase completa, onde a frase completa tem a negação com N, right? Aquela coisa.
Can you wait? No
Can you
longer.
wait?
Não vai responder.
Não, não dá, não dá.
Não?
Não.
Vai responder o quê, então?
No.
Não, não.
No, I can't, right?
Ó,
Resposta curta.
tá
Resposta
certo.
curta. No, I can't. No, I can't.
Tá bom, tá bom.
Gente, eu me perdi
I
na
no
frase da
longer-
Glacinha.
Go ahead, Larissa.
Eu me perdi na frase da Glacina, no finalzinho da frase.
Okay. What do you
Eu não
have?
posso esperar. Wait.
Não posso esperar muito mais tempo. Acho que foi, não foi?
I can't.
O tempo demais. Não posso esperar tempo demais.
Ah, é.
Sorry. Yeah.
I can't wait.
For much
So
longer.
yes, I
Não,
can't
too long.
wait much. No, I can't.
Ah, não, tempo demais.
I can't wait too long. Or I can't wait too much time.
Ah, ok, sim.
Ok.
Okay, Larissa.
Ai, gente. Bem fácil. Ainda mais que nós estamos no YouTube.
Yeah. Eu vou te entregar o jornal. Eu vou te entregar o jornal.
I will use the newspaper.
Okay, so I heard I will.
I will give you
Okay,
newspaper.
good. So I will give you the newspaper. So does anyone have any other ways we can use entregar? Give is one that works.
Deliver.
Deliver.
I'll deliver you newspaper.
So when would you say that? Let's say we're all at your house. Everybody's at Chris's house. We're hanging out, and Chris is reading the newspaper. No, Paulo's reading the newspaper.
Ok.
So Paulo's reading the newspaper, and Glass says, I would like to read the newspaper. Yes or no, Chris, can you say, I will deliver you the newspaper after Paulo is done with it?
I will
deliver I will deliver you the newspaper when Paulo is done with it.
I will deliver to you the newspaper with Paul.
Can you say that?
I don't know.
What do you, Glass? Do you have a guess?
First, it seems that is a good sound, but I don't know.
Não lembro, não sei.
I'm not sure.
Larissa, do you know? Can you say, I will deliver you the newspaper?
Não, acho que não pode.
So, in order to answer this, let's go back.
Delivery não seria entregar em casa?
Eu
Okay.
pensei em pegar comida.
It can be. It doesn't have to be, but usually it is at home. But if we,
Mas
in
por
order
delivery
to-
pode ser entregar qualquer coisa, entregar meu telefone.
okay, so to answer this, I go back to the difference between
Delivery.
to
Yes.
ask for and to order. What's the difference? What does to ask for mean?
Pedir.
Pedir. What does to order mean?
Pedir também, mas no restaurante.
Okay. So to order is more of a professional service. To order is more of a professional service than to ask for. The same thing with deliver. Deliver is more of a professional service than if you were to say to give, or in this case, when it's someone that is near you, you can also use to hand. Alcançar.
Hand. Nossa, eu vejo tanto essa palavra.
Como ficaria então no jornal?
Handed.
I will hand you the newspaper.
Meu Deus do céu, essa eu não sabia.
I
Deixa
will hand you the
eu...
newspaper.
After he's done.
Peraí.
So the best translation for to hand is alcançar. Eu vou te alcançar. So like at dinner, if you're at dinner and they're at Thanksgiving or something, and there's a bunch of people, can you hand me the potatoes, please? Or pass.
Okay, can you hand me?
We also have pass.
É pass, mais fácil, né?
Mas você tem que passar alguma coisa, você tem que entregar alguma coisa que está na sua mão, é isso?
With hand
Tem que
and
entregar alguma
pass.
coisa.
And yeah, hand and pass and deliver. You're going to deliver something. And with deliver, you can also, as a service, you can deliver news, right? There's a possibility to deliver bad news, for example. I mean, that's another possibility. So to hand. Yeah, in the past, I handed him a bottle. That's from an old song, an old country song, The Gambler. So there's a song for you afterwards to listen to, The Gambler. I handed him my bottle and he drank down my last swallow. I handed him a bottle. He handed him a bottle of whiskey.
Veneno?
Bottle, no, garrafa.
Não, my last, você falou, eu entendi.
No, my last swallow, seja, último gole de
tomar
whisky,
gole.
whisky no caso, yeah.
Ok. Willy,
Yeah.
verbo to hand. To hand é um verbo. Se eu quiser usar ele como substantivo, tá? A entrega, eu posso falar de handed?
No, because the hand is a mão.
The delivery, no.
Yeah, the delivery, good. The delivery
Okay.
would be, the delivery if it's a service. Yeah, other than that, you don't usually use it as a substantive. That's good. As a noun, you don't usually, oh my God, I can't believe I said that. You don't usually use it as a noun unless it's more formal. And so like delivery would be more of a service type of a thing.
Como você fala aqui entregue o jornal. Está entregue o jornal. Você dá para a Cris.
It's a handoff.
Yeah, handoff. I think the most common thing, the closest thing, if you're looking for a noun that isn't formal, it would be the handoff.
Okay.
It's used in football and American football. It's used in like spy stuff when they hand things to each other, and the handoff of information or a thumb drive.
Mas quando você vai entregar para uma pessoa uma coisa e a pessoa pega daqui, não é assim, take it. Você não vai, tipo assim, você não vai falar take?
You can. Yeah, it depends. It completely depends on the context.
Mas também, tá bom.
É como substantivo, delivery pode ser parto, né? Esses dias eu estava vendo.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, parto is delivery, yes. And in fact, the place where a woman delivers is the delivery room. That's the room that women wait and where they go in labor, and then the delivery room.
The delivery room.
He's in the delivery room.
Quarto.
Good call. All right.
Okay.
Chris.
Yeah.
Ask Glass if she wants to read the newspaper, and if she does, which one?
Se ela lê o jornal e depois o quê que você falou?
If she wants to read the newspaper, and if she does, which one?
Okay. Class. Do you want to read the newspaper first?
First.
First. Do you want to read? The newspaper. No, say yes, please. I need to continue.
I have to read the newspaper.
Oh, yes, yes.
Oh, yes, tá ok.
Tell me. Oh, yes. Which one?
Agora você me complicou.
Folha, Estadão, New York
Is
Times,
Curitiba-
American.
Is Curitiba big enough? Is Curitiba
Oh.
big enough to have a newspaper? Do they have a
Maybe.
newspaper?
Which
Com
one?
certeza, professor, não sei se em Palmas tem, eu tenho minhas dúvidas, mas em Palmas
New York
vai
Times.
ter newspaper
The
quando
Guardian.
tem habitantes num lugar? Acho que não, né? Quantos habitantes tem?
What,
No.
okay, if they have one,
Folha.
what's the name of the newspaper in Curitiba?
Ah, aqui, Gazeta do Povo.
Okay.
Okay.
How do you say Gazeta do Povo in English?
Então, Folks, Gazeta, sei lá.
Yeah, the Folks
No.
Gazette, the Folks Gazette
Ah, é?
would be.
Viu só,
Yeah,
professor?
it works.
A
It works.
question about it.
Yo,
A question
sure.
about it. No,
About that.
assim,
About that.
About that. A question about that.
Mhm.
Nome de jornal, nome dessas coisas, não pode traduzir, né? Não sei, não acho. Não sei se
Não é que
pode.
não pode, mas não deve.
É, quer dizer, não é que não pode. Isso, não deve traduzir.
Yeah,
Dá
some
nome é
people like
nome.
it. Like some people like having a different name. Like, you know, my daughter, when we moved there, no one could say Giovanna, so they just called her Gio for Giovanna. So now, you know, I always call her Gio, and people that know her from there. So it's like some people like to translate their names and some people don't. But usually, I mean,
Mas é
because
estranho, it's weird. Por exemplo, nome de jornal.
Well, but
The
that-
New
the
York
thing is-
Times, vou traduzir isso. The Guardian. Não dá como? Não, é
right,
estranho.
but the thing is, it depends if the person's going to understand. Because if you tell a Brazilian the New York Times, they'll understand. If you tell an American Gazeta do Povo, they have no idea they have no clue what that is, right? But if you
Okay,
say
well,
if you say the
but I
People's
need-
Gazette, if you say
Okay.
the People's Gazette of Curitiba, then they would know what you're talking, that it's a newspaper. So I think the context
Okay,
kind of
but I need to tell. Gazeta do Povo
say.
is a name of a Brazilian newspaper, okay?
And by that time, they're asleep.
Oh,
yeah, you're right.
Willy, come
That would
on.
be
They're
that would
both
be
same thing.
no, but that
It's
would
longer. It's longer.
that would be the more complete, more informational. Yeah, I agree with you.
Okay,
I think
okay,
I think
okay,
that's
okay.
good. Yeah, that's all right. All right. Glass. Talking about the newspaper. Eu tinha que comprá-lo.
I had to buy it.
Eu tinha que comprar algo para você.
I had to buy something for, for you.
Yep, good.
Pra você. Mesmo que tenha o something no meio, né? Você coloca o for.
Right. Mm-hmm. Well, but you can
Vai me
say.
dar um presente.
So remember, with buy, you can always say, "I had to buy you something," and then you don't have to. Then you don't have to worry about the preposition.
Right.
Larissa, obrigado por me esperar.
Thank you. Thank you for. Thank you for. Wait for me.
So close.
Thank you for. You wait for me.
Pioro. So, what kind of word is for, Larissa?
Thank you for waiting for me.
Yes. After preposition goes gerund. Thank you for waiting for me. Yes. Chris, obrigado por me convidar.
Ah, thank you so much for inviting me.
For okay?
Invite me.
For okay?
Invite me.
What?
Então, vamos ter que inventar alguma coisa com ING. Vamos ter que inventar, professor.
Inviting me.
Inviting me. If we
Inviting
have
me.
that,
Thank
but the thing
you
is,
so much
for
for
doesn't rhyme with
inviting
ing
me.
is the problem. For doesn't rhyme with ing.
Vamos fazer o seguinte, gente. Quando eu mostrar o globo, é ING. Vamos
Deixa eu
fazer
te falar uma coisa, fazer uma pergunta. É muito difícil. Qual é a dica? Quando eu sei que depois da preposição eu tenho que usar o verbo ou no infinito ou com ing, eu confundo isso, entendeu?
No, depois de preposição é gerúndio.
Sempre.
I never say always, but I would say 99% of the time.
É o
Now,
segredo.
what you're talking about,
ok.
you're talking about verb after
Okay.
verb.
Ok.
You're talking about
então
verb
eu vou
after
fazer
verb.
outra pergunta.
Okay.
Eu acho que Quando eu sei que o verbo o to é do infinito? Ou eu vou estar usando o to...
Infinitivo, na verdade. Infinito é outra coisa.
Entendeu? Na realidade, quando eu sei que o to é junto com o verbo, significando...
Yes, okay. So we're talking about two different things, right? We're talking about verb followed by verb. I love to swim. I love swimming, right? It can be either one. So there's sometimes that a verb followed by a verb is always in the gerund. There's sometimes that it's always in the infinitive. Sometimes it can be both. And sometimes, like stop, it changes the meaning. Okay, but that's what you're thinking of as verb after verb. After preposition, it's always gerund. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being. Now, this to, when we say, for example, I love to go to the park. I love to go to the park. This to is not a preposition. It is the part of the infinitive. It's the to from the infinitive.
Okay.
So that's different, a different rule. But the thing is that now to your question of how do we know if it's going to be I love to go to the park or I love going to the park, is that it's one of those things that because God wanted it that way. There are lists. And I promised you, I remember I promised you one time to get you a list. I don't know if I sent it to you, but I have a list of verbs that are always
Like,
some verbs are
like, start, love. Okay, there are some of them. Okay.
So there are some verbs that simply are always followed by the gerund. Some are simply always followed by the
Okay.
That's a very good question, though. But in this case, it's different because we're talking about gerund. So, I mean, we're talking about prepositions. So when to is a preposition, then it's always ing. But if we're talking about two verbs and one of them is the infinitive, then that's a little bit different. All right. I don't remember where we were. I think we're on glass. Oh no. So your Chris, yours was obrigado por me convidar.
Okay. Thank you for inviting me.
Inviting me.
Thanks.
Glass. Obrigado por me ajudar.
It's the same case.
Thank you for helping me, okay?
Yeah. Thank you for helping me. Larissa, how would you ask a friend if they play tennis?
For who?
For Larissa.
Larissa, my new friend. Do you like to play tennis?
Okay.
I have never played tennis in my life.
Good. Okay, I've never played tennis in my life. Very good. So you're probably not great. And Larissa, how would you ask Chris if her son plays tennis?
Do you play tennis, Chris?
How would you ask? Wait. Larissa, how would you ask Chris if her son plays tennis?
Okay, my son.
Okay, let's.
Okay. Chris, does your son play tennis?
Yes, a lot.
Okay, so let's use a complete sentence. Let's pretend that
yes,
we're
he
robots.
does a lot.
Okay, or now say ele joga muito.
Não, mas ele joga mesmo.
Ok, mas vamos falar então, ele joga muito.
Ele joga a lot.
In English.
Okay, yes, he does. He plays a lot.
There we go. That's what I wanted. Thank you. All right, good. He plays a lot. How would you say, Glacy? How would you say? Eu jogo pouco.
I play a little. Não sei.
Mas às vezes é frio demais em Curitiba.
But sometimes it's too cold. Em Curitiba, só que não.
Larissa.
Tá bom aqui, professor.
Como é que fala só que não em inglês? Esqueci, só que Não. Ah, eu sei. RT.
Huh?
Não existe só que não.
Como é que eu falo só que não?
I think I forgot. Só que
Ok,
não would be
então vamos
like,
ahead que a gente lembra.
Ai, Jesus, professor, ele está esquecendo inglês, nós estamos ferrados.
It's true. It's true. It is true, unfortunately. But I'll remember because I had to think about that one time,
Ok.
like actually 10 times because you guys always ask that. Larissa, how would you ask assim, você conhece a minha amiga Carrie?
Paz, do you know my friend Kelly?
Carrie this time. Carrie, like
Carrie.
from Sex and the City. Isn't it Carrie? I think it's Carrie. I don't know.
Glass, do you know my friend Carrie?
No. No.
Yeah, but that's a little. I mean, let's be a little bit friendlier. Like maybe a.
Do you know or do
Como é
you
que responde
need?
friendly isso?
Well,
No.
how would you? What's the short answer?
No, aí. Então você conhece? Como é que ela perguntou mesmo? Did you?
Do you know?
Do you?
You know? No, I don't.
No, I don't. Good. Okay. Glass, how would you ask Chris? Você conheceu a minha amiga Carrie?
Você conheceu. Então é o pé, né?
I don't know. It depends on how you say it.
É, não é com
Depends on the
no.
context.
Não é com no.
Not necessary.
Have you met my friend who?
Carrie.
Carrie? Acertei, professor?
Yeah, very nice. Very nice. Why don't you say, did you know my friend?
Porque, não sei, porque eu penso na cidade que eu tenho que conhecer super bem, então a pessoa nunca vai... Se ela conhece pela primeira vez, meet.
Right. So, a maioria do tempo que nós vamos usar alguma coisa como conhecer é essa ideia de conhecer pela primeira vez, exactly. E
Então,
não se você conheceu e daí não conhece mais, como os meus amigos do colégio lá, que eu não conheço mais, right?
a gente pode até usar com pessoa, como se eu dissesse...
E por que você pergunta? Ok, tudo bem. E por que você pergunta do you know fulano de tal? Do you meet?
No, okay, that's a good question. So what's the difference between do you know Carrie or have you met Carrie?
Ok, eu nunca vi, eu fui apresentada para isso, já fui... Para eu know uma pessoa, eu tenho que meet antes, eu tenho que conhecer ela. Vamos ver.
Eu adorei essa. Para eu know uma pessoa, eu tenho que meet antes. It's true, right? So I've met all of you. I know a little, I know you guys kind of well. And if somebody came to our class, then I will have met them, but I won't know them. I don't know, what, I don't know if they live in a really cold place like Antarctica or Curitiba, almost the same thing, or if they live in Sampa. No, I'm giving you back for all the I was watching some of our videos and all the times you talk about palmas. Now I'm giving it back to you in Curitiba.
Mesmo assim, professor, se você vier aqui, você vai.
Probably that's why I can't go, because I'll probably fall in love with Curitiba and never leave.
No, there's no.
But you're right. That's exactly right, Chris. That's the main difference. Is we don't use no when it's meeting for the first time, and we don't use no again, like we've talked about before. We don't use it for cities unless we're talking about really knowing them well. We use it for people, but we can also use know about, right? Ouvir falar, hear about, or know about. Or to know, instead of, I've heard about it. So have you seen that new series, The Golden Age? I haven't seen it, but I've heard about it, right? Eu ouvi falar, or I know about it, or I know of it, right? Okay. So I know of it when I've heard it. But
I hear about. That's it.
Okay, if you what's
I hear about.
No, what's the past participle? It was I have
heard
about it. Yeah, that's it. I've heard about it.
About. About. Okay.
Yes. So for example, if someone asks me about the rain in Petrópolis, I would say, I've heard about it, but I don't know very much. I don't know a lot about what's going on.
Okay.
Okay, Larissa, how would you say, sim, eu a conheço, ela também é uma amiga minha.
Yes, I know him. She is also my friend.
She's also my friend. Okay. What does him mean?
Her. Her.
I know her. Good.
I know her.
So you cheated a little bit. You cheated a little bit because you said ela é minha amiga. E now falou ela é uma amiga minha. Which actually, the way that you said it is more common. More people would say that, but I'm testing you, so I can't let you say that.
I think usar o mine, né? Do jeito que você quer. She is.
Luiz, eu ia até pular para ela.
Hã?
Go ahead. Não escuta as vozes na sua cabeça.
Eu me lembro que tinha uma coisa assim, Titi, peraí. She is...
Mine. Mine.
She is my friend. Então, você quer... Ela é minha...
She is. Okay, go ahead, Chris. Chris.
She's
Chris.
She's a friend of
Wait.
mine.
Yeah, okay. I think she was about to get it.
Eu falei que você me chamou.
No, eu te chamei daí, achei que ela ia
Okay. She's a
Eu nem
friend
ouvi
of
o que ela
mine.
falou.
Yes. So she is a friend of mine.
Okay.
She's a friend of mine. Glass, how would you say? Ela é uma amiga sua. Ela é uma amiga sua.
Is a friend of yours.
Eu falo inglês. Eu sou Glassy. Chris, como é que seria? Como é que seria? Ela não é uma amiga deles. Eu vou pegar alguém.
She's not a friend. A friend?
Yep.
Of them.
Oh, I gotcha. Shazam.
Of them? Não é amiga deles?
So now,
No.
okay, so agora você falou segunda coluna them, terceira coluna there, mas nós precisamos quarta coluna.
Qual é a quarta coluna?
Glass knows.
É só por essa, amiga, no final do que você falou por último.
A friend.
She's not.
She's not.
She's not. A friend. A friend of him, of them. A friend, them. No.
Glass, help.
Friend of theirs.
Good, very good.
A friend of
theirs.
what? A friend?
Theirs. É como there com
Okay.
S.
A friend's
A friend
there.
of, no. A friend of theirs. A friend of theirs.
Friends there.
No, whoa, you just switched everything. I just repeated it twice for you. Ready? Listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth. Okay, here we go.
Okay. He's not a friend.
Ready?
Sorry.
A friend of theirs.
A friend of theirs.
There you go. That's it. Yeah.
Okay, yours, theirs.
Thank you. Lassie wrote it in the chat. A friend of theirs. So it's just there. So if you put it that way, then it's a friend of theirs or their friend, right? Then you take off the S if you put. So
Okay.
the difference between the third column and the fourth column is that the third column are not pronouns. They are possessive adjectives. So my car, my is an adjective. It's not a pronoun. So my car,
Okay.
your car, her car, his car, their car.
Okay.
The point of the fourth column, they're pronouns. They are possessive pronouns. So you don't need another noun. You can say the car is his. The car is hers. The car is yours. The car is mine. The car is ours. The car is theirs.
Okay. Fourth column.
Fourth column. Exactly.
Possessive pronouns.
Very close. Possessive pronouns.
Possessive.
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 Perfect. Possessive pronouns. Good. Yeah.
Possessive pronouns. Okay.
Well, yeah, but then no S on possessive. Possessive pronouns.
Possessive pronoun.
Good. Larissa. Da, 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 da. Ela é uma amiga íntima sua?
Is she a closer friend yours?
Of yours, right? We need the of. Okay, what does closer mean?
Íntima, chegada, mais próxima.
Mais íntima, mais chegada, right? So
Best
closer.
friend. Like
Close.
me, Glass. Best friend. I'm
So
your best
Larissa,
friend.
you can use close friend or best friend, right? So, but the thing is that usually we have one best friend in American culture. Usually we have one best friend, and you can have more than one close friend. So that's a little bit different. What about yes or no, Glass? I can say she's my intimate friend.
Eu não sei, nunca ouvi falar. Sempre escutei close. Né?
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, because intimacy for us means something else.
Ah, tá.
Yeah,
Just
you
a
don't
moment,
want to
guys.
say she's your intimate friend or he's my intimate friend, unless there are things going on that are not.
A gente
that
fala
are
aqui
beyond
amizade
friendship.
colorida. Amizade colorida, mas não é assim nos Estados Unidos. Então é íntimo.
Yeah, no, there it would be friends with
Coisa de
benefits.
colorful.
No, friends with benefits is what we say. Amigos com benefícios.
Gente, eu já volto. Um minuto.
Okay. Deixa eu aqui cozinhando. Well, this is actually a good time. We're going to take a break. We'll take a short break before we come back for the second hour. So if you're watching us on YouTube, we're going to stop this class right now. And then at some point, I'll put the link up and to the right, but probably never. And we're going to start the second class in a little bit after Chris puts out the fire that's on her stove or whatever's going on in Sao Paulo. All right, everybody, thanks for joining us for this lesson 55 I think it's part C. We'll be back with part D in about 10 minutes. Until then, I am Teacher Willy. These are the Powerpuff Girls -1. And we just want to say, keep studying.